When Philadelphia signed LeBron James for just $4 million, most NBA fans expected celebration. Instead, some Sixers fans were furious. One Philadelphia radio host even called it one of the worst days of his life as a Sixers fan. That sounds ridiculous at first. How can adding arguably the greatest player ever on a minimum contract be bad? But once you look deeper, you begin to understand why some fans are worried. Because signing LeBron doesn't just add another superstar. It changes the entire organization. Suddenly, everything revolves around him. The excitement surrounding Tyrese Maxey? Gone. The hype around Jaylen Brown? Overshadowed. The future of young star VJ Edgecombe? Already becoming trade speculation. That's what some fans fear most. Not LeBron the player. LeBron the ecosystem. And the drama didn't take long to begin. Almost immediately after LeBron arrived, discussion started about whether Joel Embiid should even remain in Philadelphia. On a podcast featuring Rich Paul, LeBron's longtime agent, Joel Embiid's future became a topic. Even though Rich Paul didn't push for a trade, the conversation alone raised eyebrows. Imagine being Joel Embiid. You've carried the franchise for nearly a decade. Then LeBron arrives. And suddenly people are debating whether you should be traded. That's exactly the type of situation critics believe follows LeBron wherever he goes. We've seen similar stories before. When LeBron was with the Lakers, Rich Paul publicly discussed roster decisions. Trade rumors surrounded young players almost every season. Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, multiple draft picks. Nothing ever felt completely safe. Philadelphia fans worry the same thing could happen again. If things don't work immediately, will Joel Embiid become expendable? Will VJ Edgecombe be viewed as valuable trade bait? Nothing feels impossible anymore. Then came another story. Reports suggested LeBron might choose to live in New York while playing for Philadelphia. Financially, it actually makes some sense. But emotionally, many Philly fans don't love the idea. Philadelphia has always embraced players who fully embrace the city. Choosing New York instead sends a very different message. Fair or unfair, perception matters. Of course, LeBron has always brought massive attention. And for years, that attention was worth every headache. Since the decision, in 2010, LeBron has reached the NBA Finals almost every season of his prime. 8 straight finals. 4 championships. Countless conference titles. If adding LeBron almost guaranteed a finals appearance. Nobody cared about the extra drama. Winning solved everything. But today, the situation is very different. LeBron is entering the later stages of his career. Joel Embiid continues battling injuries. The Eastern Conference is deeper than it's been in years. The Knicks are defending champions. The Cavaliers are legitimate contenders. The Pistons continue improving. The Pacers remain dangerous. Giannis and Miami are still in the picture. No playoff series will be easy. This isn't the Eastern Conference LeBron dominated years ago. On the basketball side, Philadelphia's offense will completely change. LeBron is expected to handle the ball. That pushes Tyrese Maxey into more off-ball opportunities, which could actually help Maxey. But every superstar will have to sacrifice. Usage rates, touches, shot attempts, minutes. Someone always gives something up. We've seen this before with Chris Bosh, Kevin Love. Even players who accepted smaller roles admitted it wasn't easy. Now Jaylen Brown enters that exact situation. Will everyone truly check their egos? Only time will tell. Health might be the biggest concern of all. Over the last 5 seasons, LeBron has averaged around 65 games. Joel Embiid, far fewer. If Philadelphia's stars barely share the court before the playoffs, building chemistry becomes incredibly difficult. Talent alone isn't enough. Championship teams need continuity. Then there's the coaching situation. Nick Nurse is already facing pressure. If Philadelphia struggles, history suggests LeBron-led teams often experience major organizational changes. Frank Vogel won a championship, then was fired. Darvin Ham reached the Western Conference Finals, then lost his job. David Blatt coached a first-place Cavaliers team and was replaced mid-season. Whether fair or not, those stories create concern. Nick Nurse will undoubtedly be under the microscope. Despite all these questions, one thing is undeniable. Philadelphia is a better basketball team today than they were yesterday. On paper, they may have the most talented starting lineup in the Eastern Conference. But championships aren't won on paper. Chemistry matters. Health matters. Sacrifice matters. And handling constant media attention matters. LeBron has always brought all four. The real question isn't whether Philadelphia became more talented. They clearly did. The question is whether the LeBron experience still produces championships, or whether the circus now outweighs the reward. That's the mystery the NBA world will be watching all season long.